Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Sonia's Morning Inspiration right here on Great Talks from the Heart YouTube channel. Today, I want to come to you with a testimony. It will be considered a minor testimony, but it was definitely not minor to me because I learned something from it. Yesterday, me and my daughter, we went out to go buy some stuff, said that we're going to cook some things. And before I went to go buy the items, we went and got an oil change first. Then we went and got the items, and we were supposed to go to another store. And as soon as we left the store, we went to Aldi's. As soon as we left Aldi's, we said we were going to run by Dollar Tree to get some things, a few more things. And for some reason, on my way home, I happened to see a street that I can turn on to go home. So when I saw the street, I automatically forgot where I was originally heading, which was to go to Dollar Tree. So I ended up going home, and my daughter noticed what I did, but she didn't say anything. So I went ahead and went home, and when I got to the driveway and was getting to back in, I was startled. I was like, wait a second, weren't we supposed to go to Dollar Tree? And she said, yeah, but I thought you changed your mind when you turned off the road. And I was like, nah, you should have said something. It was just, I just saw the street and I know it leads us to home, and I just happened to turn there. It was just second nature. And, she said, you still gonna go? And I said, yeah, let's just go and get the stuff, because tomorrow we ain't gonna probably want to go out and do anything. So let's just go get them now. Let's go. So we went to Dollar Tree, we picked up a few things, and we went to the register. And while we were at the register, there was a lady who walked up talking to the cashier, and I saw her giving her some change and so forth, but I really wasn't paying attention to what was going on. I think I was either on my phone or I was talking on the phone or something. And my daughter said, do you have $3 to give her or something like that? And I said, and the lady said, I just needed to make it up to my lift so I could get a lift. So I gave the $3 to her. And when she was done, for some reason I started to register a little bit of what was said. And I asked the cashier, I said, what is it that she said she needed? She said, yeah, she needed a lift to go to her son's school. So she was trying to put the money on her account. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I saw her standing outside, and I was looking outside, and I looked at my daughter. I said, you think we should give her a ride? And she said, yeah, go ahead. Let's, see where she's going. So I went out there, and I said, okay. And I asked her how far was the school, and she said it's about 4 minutes. She's trying to see if she could get the lift to go there. I said, do you want us to give you a ride since it's in the area? And of course, before that, I said a prayer, because, in today's society, you want to help, and sometimes you don't know who to help, and you don't know if you should help, because you don't know if it's going to cost you. And anyway, I just decided to pray. I wasn't by myself also. So I prayed, and I said, okay, it's just her and her little son. I just keep my eye out and watch. And she gave me the address, and the school was about 11 minutes away. It was not far. I know the area where the school is. But on the way going there, she started to relay a few things, how things are going. Of course, it's not well. She's not in a good situation that she's not in a situation that she would rather be in, but she's dealing with it at the moment, and it's a little rough. And I told her I'll pray for her, and I said to her, just continue being faithful and continue doing what you are doing. It eventually will get better, even though it doesn't seem that way right now. But then on the way going, she said, this is really a blessing, because I wasn't even thinking about how I'm going to get back home. I was just thinking about how to get there. I just knew I had to get there because this was a mandatory meeting. And I said, oh, okay, don't worry about it. God is good. He always places people at the right place at the right time. And she was like, for real, he does. And she's very grateful for it. And as I got to the school and she was leaving out, again, I asked my daughter, should I give her my number just in case she may need a ride later, if it probably, because it may be difficult for her to get a lift at that time. So I gave her the number. She did end up calling me and asked if I could bring her home, pick them up, which I left and did. I was cooking, but I ran out real quick. And me and my daughter, we went out again and we got them, and she asked for us to drop them off at McDonald's so she could get them something to eat. And she again was grateful because she was like, I have the money that I have, being that you picked me up, I can use that and get them something to eat. And of course the kids sounded excited and said thank you for the ride. But my point of sharing this is that as I was driving, or as we were leaving, I was just telling my daughter, it's a good thing we did decided to go to Dollar Tree and did not just decide to go inside, because look, we were able to help her. And sometimes God set things up and you don't even know. But I'm just glad we were able to be there and to help her and demonstrate Christ's love. But what really stood out for me is that, I know I'm going through some challenges, and I am doing my best to be positive, to not get myself down, and to trust God and to wait on Him. But I was reminded that there are always someone worse off than you. And her situation is worse than mine. I'm in a better situation than her, and I'm not boasting. What the point I'm trying to make is that in the situation that she's in, she was still determined to do what she needs to do. She didn't let, because I didn't have money on my card, not deter her from trying to make it to the school. She did not let not knowing how she was going to come home deter her from going to the school. It knew she had to be there. It was mandatory, and she wanted to show up and be there. She doesn't have a car, and she didn't have the funds on her account, and she also needed funds to make up, to add to it. So it just reminded me that I must remain humble. It really doesn't make sense to murmur or complain. It really doesn't. And that those who are worse off, they're doing what they have to do. And I was grateful for this opportunity, this whole experience. And it just encourages me to be patient, to wait, and to just I thank God that I was able to be there for her at that moment. And I don't know where it will go from here, but again, I'm just happy I was at the right place at the right time. So I hope this speaks to someone or help you in some kind of way, for us to just be encouraged and to continue on, not to give up, and to keep trying. Just I don't really like to say keep trying, but just keep doing, keep going forward, and don't stop. And I want to thank you for tuning in on Sonia's Morning Inspiration right here on Great Talks from the Heart YouTube channel. Be blessed and have a wonderful morning.